Behold. For I have started. So this is probably going to be a short string. The maintenance thing coming up soon. What the plan is I'm going to complete final Catboy Bloodsworn quests for the dwarves. So I'm going to do my terrible dwarven accent. Alrighty. Let's do this. Just who I was hoping to see. Rally ho to you, Gudrak. Haha, a fine rally ho if ever I heard one. Since the last time we've spoken, we've been busier than ever. Our first paying customer, Eurova and Korova, have already started using roaring tankards to ferry their goods about. So far, there have been no reports of a horrendous incidents or anything, which is a good relief. We'll be aiming for the same high level of quality for the rest of the tanks. And thanks to our new friends, words have given words being getting around fast. Orders have been flying in thick and fast. That is going better than I dreamed. This calls for a celebration. Of course, it wouldn't be the same without all the others. So I'll go around and around him up, round him up. In the meantime, why don't you go over to Clearmert and wait with Laura Thea? Lorothea? Lolorito. Rolorito. I see, the opposite of what they call fashionably late. Since you're here, you can help me get everything ready. I'm not sure. Well, I'm gonna unlock that after I unlock Bozja, or the area I want to. Ha! I'm surprised you resisted the temptation to start digging in before we got here. I bet you ain't never seen a feast like this. They've got the best grub Overrent has to offer. Eunice and Silui even brought a keg of their famous ale from right. But how did they carry everything so heavy all this way? I hear you cry. Automaton. A tinkered. Yeah, that's right. By tank, of course. Those things may be armed to the teeth with some of the world's most advanced weaponry, but it's what they carry that makes the real difference. People across the land can get what they need when they need it. Not to mention few of life's luxuries too. It seems all of our hard work has finally paid off. To think that Wright is at long last able to produce its own ale again, thanks to you and Ronit. But we've had the best barley crop in years.
Even our very first batch has earned the approval of our village's most demanding beer aficionados, and due to the most improved quality of the soil, we have begun growing our own fruit, the juice of which we've brought for the young ones and the tiritellas to enjoy.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. All right, everybody, it's time for a toast. So raise a tankard of ale, tankard of juice. If you're a mewling whelp like Ronit. Watch it, Ozg, or you'll be wearing the drink for you. You're wearing that drink of yours. Yeah, I'm gonna play some Dark Tide after this, and I'm gonna stream that. Not too long, maybe like an hour of Dark Tide.
To the continued success of World's Enver and all of our friends.
Cheers! Well, I do have that emote. The years of struggle and adversities seem a distant memory to the inhabitants of the First, and they strive for a better tomorrow. In particular, the dwarves of Colusia will have a vital role to play in the days to come, and their ingenious and enduring paves the way to the future. Think. And even after the dishes were cleared away, the celebrations continued.
Sir, shy there, mister. Shy there, mister. You don't seem drunk in the slightest.
I would have just... I'd like to shade.
Oi, Karut. At least finish your sentence afore you fall asleep. I think with his meanest, what he meanest, we all owe you our heartfelt thanks, especially Ronit.
Afore you showed up, he wouldn't say boo to a goose. But now, he's turned into a great leader. Must have been from following your example.
We know you've got our people out there who need you, so it would be selfish to expect you to stay. But we're grateful for the time you've spent with us.
It means a lot. It really does.
And if you're ever passing through, be sure to pay us a visit.
It's a dude. I thought it was a girl. It would be funny if this is the girl and this is the dude. Anyways, we'd best be heading back to the anvil. Safe travels.
Oh, and maybe make sure you say goodbye to Ulysses and Shilu afore you leave. They've been meaning to speak with you.
So the plan is, after this, I'm gonna go unlock do more Bozja, and if things go fast enough, I'll do the optional dungeon that's in Tempest. That's if time permits. Oh, there you are.
Ulysses and I were just talking about you. We were wondering if the ale was to your liking. And then it occurred to me that you may not even drink in the first place. Do you, partake in the, tryst?
Been known to wet my whistle on occasion.
Yes, and no doubt. The volume varies in accommodations. With the nature of said occasion, a happy one such as this calls for more than a mere sip or two, I dare say.
Can I say, Sailu, how wonderful it is to see you in such high spirits. You're like a changed man. A change we have you to thank for, Gudrak, considering all you've done for us and our village. I cannot imagine how we would ever repay you, so if there's is aught you need, just say the word.
My sentiments exactly. I dread to think what would have become of us without your intervention.
Yes, and we owe a debt of gratitude to Master Ronit as well. Thanks to him and his automata, my father's dreams has at long last come true.
If we take a leaf out of Ronit's book by combining ingenuity with hard work, there is nothing we cannot achieve.
So I have to change something real quickly. Excuse me. Maybe the next time you come to write, we'll have something nice new to show you. Our doors are always open, so don't be a stranger.
I almost forgot to ask, have you spoken with Ozg? It seems that there is something she would like to discuss with you.
Have you eaten your fare, Gudrak? I'd say he had room for some more. Have you tired these regulars from Armoring? Have you tried the regulars from Armoring? If you can pluck up the courage, they're quite delicious. Yeah, I can't get enough of them. Just thinking about them is making me queasy. Come on, live a little. It's like I always say, youth is wasted on the young. Yes, and it'll be even more of a waste if a gifted engineer like me chokes to death on some god's forsaken worm. I've got to look after myself if I want these plans of ours to come to fruition. Anyways, Lorita, I'd bet you best years are still ahead of you. In fact, why don't you come and help us at what's under? It's gonna be a better in drinking tea and soaking in hot springs all day. Well, when you get to my age, you'd learn to appreciate things like that. You mark my words, still, it wouldn't do to let my skills get rusty. I suppose I could pop over and do a spot of warding from time to time. Actually, Gudrak, there's something I want to say to you. For most of my life, I've been living according to others' expectations. Without thinking about it, I want what I want. But thanks to you, I've made up my mind. Like you, I'm going to pursue my own goals, my own dreams. That's why I've decided to carry on here, where I can express myself and be who I want to be, rather than wasting my life being bound by traditional rules. I want to be free to go where I please and do as I please. But wouldn't you want to go back home, back to your village? All the tours here have permission to travel between Tamra and the Anvir either whenever they want. What about you? Well, it's not as though I've been banished. Not yet anyways. I can hardly go back to Conra now, can I? From this day forward, I am no longer a Goog. I will live only as Ozg, descendant of Rot, Word himself. I answer to no one. But you can't just take off your helmet like that. It's indecent. I think he's just getting flustered by the sight of a pretty girl. How can he expect to beat me in a battle of wits if he turns into a babbling buffoon every time I take off my helmet? God's hammer is as good as mine. That reminds me, I should get started on my next creation and prove my superiority once and for all. Time to head back to the Anvil. And it looks like I might be joining you sooner rather than later. You younglings have brought me some much needed excitement, and I can't wait to see what you'd come up with next. Alrighty, let's turn it in. Hold on it. That Ozg, ain't she got no shame? Just because she doesn't want to go back to Conra, there's no need to expose herself like that. I know you ain't a Tor or a Goog, so I don't expect you to understand, but you agree with me, don't you? You should take off your helmet too. You might find her liberating. Oh, what? No, absolutely not. Never. I'd rather lose my whole damn head than remove my helmet. This is all Ozg's fault. She needs a bloody good talking to. But that can wait. Bugger it. I can't remember what I was going to say. It was something about thanking you. Or whatever it is. I suppose I should express my gratitude for sticking with me through thick and thin. Even though it looks like this whole plan was going to blow up in my face. I know something I can get a bit jealous of you, having so many talents compared to me, and being the savior of the bloody world and all that. But I know you ain't doing it to steal my thunder. You're just trying to be a good friend, and you are the very best. Bloody hairs. Keep this up and I'll start brawling like a newborn. Anyways, the struggle to get those tanks might be over, but me, Oz, and others carry on here. As for you, so if you ever fear like showing off those skills of yours, you know where to come. In the meantime, good luck with saving the world or whatever you'll be doing. And now I am Bloodsworn with all of them, and sooner or later, if they release the Alliance quest for the first, I would love to play it. But I'm gonna keep doing this and the Fairy. I'm not gonna do the Qatari quests. I should. Alrighty. Now I'm going to teleport. Yeah, I was doing it as Palawin. Gotta put on my sword. I need to turn these in, so I'm gonna use a ticket to get back. Ticket, baby! Ticket, baby! Also, it doesn't match, so I'm going to glamour you up. Glamour! Behold! I need a better umbrella. This pink polka dot one is not suiting me. Right. I need to go to the Arcanist Guild. Take the gods, damn. take the goddamn boat ride. Hello there. Go to Kugane. I go back to the Ruby Sea. Ah, shit. To the Domin Enclave. And if I can't do it, then I'm just gonna do the extra dungeon and depending on how long this has been. Once I unlock Bozja. Once I unlock Bozja, I do well, I'll do a little bit of it. And then hello, Mr. Fighter Pilot. Oh yeah, I can just teleport there from... Idiot. I'm leveling my gunner. Gun nerd? Did I just say gun nerd? Alrighty. There it is.
It is good to see you, my friend. Though it came at a great cost, I am pleased to say Master Geralt has succeeded in reforging the weapons of Gunhilda's blade. Indeed, the Queen's illustrious god has at last been reborn. When the deed was done, when the deed was done, word quickly spread to every faction of the Bozjan resistance. So we had hoped, and has reaffirmed the resolve to press on and seek our home return to its former glory. In fact, our troops have already reclaimed Utya's Aegis, an outpost in Bozjan's southern front. When you are ready, I will ask you to make for the front lines, to better assess the situation for yourself. Sagiros can show you the way.
Huzzah! Sajiro! 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 Kinda like saying Godzilla. I was going to do, what's it called? Near, but I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
Ah, Blade Tia. I've been waiting. I've been expecting you. If you'd come with me.
I have unlocked the Bozja front. Whatever, blah, 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 blah. I know. I understand all of it.
Beg pardon, Blade Tia. Might I speak with you for a moment? It concerns Master Geralt and the Resistance weapons. I presume he has already explained the method by which Gunhilder's blades refine their weapons. That being combat with formidable enemies. Master Geralt and Zultin intend to employ similar methods to enhance their resistance weapon, but they have hit something of a stumbling block. To make matters worse, Master Geralt, for reasons he refuses to explain, would offer no suggestion as to how they might proceed. Try as he might, Zultin cannot convince him to expound on his thoughts, and quite frankly, we are at a loss.
Oh, new entry is the free company book.
Might we prevail upon you to inquire after Master Geralt?
Anti-tower is the shortest one, so I'll talk to Geralt. His dumb face. His counterpart is nicer.
Oh, it's you. Oh, now I know what you're thinking. But don't you go believing whatever nonsense they've been spouting about my work. Everything going according to plan. He tells me much for the same, and I believe him not. I believe him too at first, yet he refuses to speak to me of this supposed work. Should I take my eyes off him for even a moment? A mug of ales would surely find its way into his hands. That's bollocks, and you know it. Or would I even keep all these alleged ale, huh? Behind the forge, in the forge, buried beneath the palm tree next to your tent, the munitions deposit. Anyone with a nose can tell when you put back a few. Huh, shows what you know. And the ale is in the ammunition deposit, was shipped with the rest to the front line. Can't knock one back even if I wanted to. And lest you forget, I furnished an entire squad of soldiers with them resistance weapons. Didn't ye think yer have been just a wee bit demanding, breathing down me neck for more bears and whistles? Trouble enough forging them in the first place. Without me muse, where?
Has the master blacksmith finally reached his limit?
Oi, you shut your mouth. Ye ain't but a scratched the surface o' me talents. No, my fault. My fault, the inscriptions. Not me fault. The inscriptions are proving so bloody difficult to refine. Top of that, of
that they've getting in the way of and other improvements I might be able to make. Trouble is, they're what really gives the weapons their teeth, their design, the material used to forge them. It's all mostly for show. If he wants ye weapons to have more kick, the magic, the inscription needs to be more potent, but I don't even know where to begin. That is indeed a curious predicament. How did the Gunhirden Blades of Erd accomplish this, I wonder? Any thoughts? There would that we could glimpse into the past and see. Perhaps they use focus crystal focus. You mean those doodads that the seer uses? By the sounds of it, the Bozjans use crystals for damn near everything. What have to do with memory? Even keeping memory of their fighting techniques. Ah, that reminds me. We recently received a most interesting report from Grunhilder's Blades. Since taking the resistance weapons into hand, they have come across peculiar new crystals on the field. Quite unlike anything previously discovered. That could be just what I'm looking for. There's no reason to believe they couldn't use these crystals on weapons, right? I wager me last flagon of air that Bozjans can use them crystals on their memories better to strengthen the enhanced enchantment. Oh, those inscriptions were. That's what I'm hoping. Well, it may be too soon to jump to such a conclusion. It certainly warrants investigating. Exactly. And me hunch, when it comes to weapons work, ain't never wrong. Of course, we can't know if for sure till we have a few to try for ourselves, eh? I'll see if I can't think of a way to work these memories into my plans. In the meantime, the two of ye can go and find as many you can. The Resistance quest weapon is now available for Zaltin. Zlatin. Right, then, as we discussed with Master Geralt, I will ask that you procure memories of your weapon. If I may be frank, it's quite a relief to know we needn't rely on Mistress Ruana for this endeavor. Fashioning weapons for the new Gunhilder Blades were taxing enough for our coffers. Gods, I shudder to think what more she could demand as payment. But I digress. Perhaps first we should consider what manner of memories could be suitable for our process. They should be memories of battle, of course. But the weapon's lineage can tract to Bozja, so perhaps memories of battle on the southern front should be ideal. And to add a personal touch, I should think a battle of place in the past you could maybe do nicely. By my estimates, we will need 3 variants of memory and 20 of each. When you've gathered what we need, We can consult Master Geralt on how to best proceed. Memories of the dying can be obtained in the field in the southern front, or from specific fates in certain locations. Memories of the dying can be found in fates in the following 6 locations: Corthus Highlands, the Dravanian Highlands, the Dravanian Hinterlands, the Churning Mists and the Sea of Clouds, and Az's Law. The Southern Front. Right, I'm gonna do a few. God, I love this place. Was it still there? Whoops. Alrighty.
I'm glad you could join us. Be late here, and not a moment too soon. Allow me to introduce to you Gunhilder's blades. High Mage Zevin, Master of Flames. The fury of his arts rivals even the fiercest hares. Isola, Isolde, the Eagle Eye. In bright day, in the brightest day or the darkest night, no evil shall escape her sight. Stank, the unwavering blade of Bozja. The foe's dash against his shield are beyond count.
She's a Green Lantern. That's hilarious.
Vilbor, the baleful blade, his unbiting fury can fell an entire chorus with a single stroke. Agi, the iron fist of Bozja, a young prodigy whose martial skill put even those most seasoned veterans to shame. Blaze, the merciful blade. No foe, however terrible, will dissuade his blade from biting its mark. Rest assured, this is not the guard in its entirety. A number have already taken to the field, and would benefit greatly for your presence if you are willing.
I need to change out of this outfit.
With Grunhilde's blades and the Warrior of Light leading the charge, it is only a matter of time before Castrum Lacus Lintor is ours. Speaking of which, I believe you have yet to see the Castrum. If you'll follow me, I'll show you the object of our struggle here on the southern front.
I'm leveling up my my gun. Hey, where'd you go? Oh, there's a path there. Alright. Hato and mount, here we go. This is actually the fastest mount in the game without speed boosts.
There it is, Castrum Lacurus Lithors. To us them to use the Guardian moniker.
I'm gonna go for like an hour and then I'm gonna stop today.
The true name is Alaruk, which means eagle in Bozjan. As they too once made this home it's their mountain to our people, they are a symbol of strength and good fortune, both of which are sorely needed when the Empire first invaded. But we needn't dwell on the past feelings. Now we have a chance to reclaim what is rightfully ours. To remind the people what it is we stand to gain. I have chosen to call this initiative Operation Eagle's Nest. Like the great eagle we must strike hard and swift. And with you at our side, I have no doubt we should see this through to a glorious end. But before you rush into battle, I believe Mikoto wishes to discuss the crystal focus with you. Glad tidings, perhaps.
There she is. If I was an aura male, you'd be my waifu. But I am not.
But I am
a Mikote male. Ah, Godrak. I have rather exciting news to share. As you may recall, the energies of the crystal focus was sent on our exploration of Sid's memory. After careful analysis, we have concluded that it can, in fact, absorb aether in similar fashion to an aura site. We discovered in Ivalice. This, assuming of course we have a suitable source of energy, matching its etheric frequency. And therein lies the problem. Crystals bearing such a specific etherical signature are quite rare. We could never hope to amass the quantity needed. Were we to locate an etheric current of the correct frequency, however, charging the focus can be a matter of course. Unfortunately, such currents exist only in the regions of Bozja rife with Imperials. Mikoto wishes to learn until the finer fighting dies down, but as I explained to her before, time is a luxury we can ill afford. I'm sure you understand better than anyone that the bloodshed will only cease when the victor is decided. The death toll climbs ever higher on both sides. The horrors of this war weighs heavily on the hearts of our people. A burden which could be eased were we able to employ the crystal focus, healing wounds, not of the flesh, but of the mind. Plan to locate a ether current as well. Underway, but I suspect your help would see them expected. Might we ask for your assistance in this endeavor? Perhaps, pressed for time as we are, Sid has already begun work on the monitoring device to locate a sufficient source of ether. I will join him and see to the final preparations. In the meantime, I would ask the two of you to investigate a location I believe to be near the ether current.
Sorry for the intrusion, but a few of our soldiers wish to have a quick word before you depart. I expect their intelligence will prove useful when you're in the field.
Ah, scheiße. Perhaps your willingness to help, but I appreciate your willingness to help. But must you always place yourself in such peril? I'm sorry, I understand you only do what must be done. We all have our roles to play, and I promise to fulfill mine as best I can. Stay safe out there, won't you?
Whoa! Whoa!
Speaking for Bozjan separatists, secret secretarius or Sojan to learn more about the battle on the Bozjan front. Waha! Wahoo! Waha! Latia, a moment of you, if you would. I serve as war historian for the Bozjan resistance, and Marsek tells me you might be able to help in my work. I needn't tell you how the atrocities of war can wear a soldier. As such, it has been increasingly difficult to find out one of sound mind and body who can accurately recount their experience on the battlefield. For a hardened warrior such as yourself, I suspect keeping an account of the foes you faced should prove a rather trifling task. That's not to say I expect a detailed record of your every interaction. Mind if you should trade blows with a notable figure. However, I would hear of it. All information gathered for the battle for Bozja will ultimately be compiled within my field records. Here, you may use this to take note of any memorable encounter in the field. Woohoo! I get that thing. I realize the burden this placed on you, which is why I will see to it personally that you are duly compensated for your efforts. Collection expanded. Field records acquired. The field records is now available on the collections and duty section of the menu. Upon completion of certain quests, skirmishes, and critical engagements in the Bozjan southern front, you will obtain a sureful of notes. These notes can be used to add entries to the field record. Any unused notes can be exchanged for various awards by speaking with the Resistance historian. A parting word of advice, if I may. While there is no telling what you will face on the southern front, there's Dimitar over there may be able to assist you in finding worthwhile battles for your field record. Move you over here.
Greetings, Blade Tier. I take you would soon be joining the others on the southern front, yes? Although my duties have kept me here for the most part, I have heard tale of a carnage war wrought in the battle by enemy soldiers and their war machina. Indeed, the Imperials often prefer to wait until their intended targets have been weakened before sending most troops to deliver the final blow, yet for their cunning they are remarkably predictable. Let us suppose you defeat one of their war machina, and the enemy receives note of your victory. They will no doubt assume the efforts have left you exhausted, perhaps even badly wounded. A perfect opportunity to send reinforcements and overwhelm you. But what if, unbeknownst to them, we are prepared for an arrival of these additional troops? There will be an opportunity to further them. Demonstrate their ranks. I will ask your venture out onto the battlefield and fall on all 2 Legion and 4th Legion Nimrods, that's 2 4th Legion slashes. Should you decide to should they tend to send reinforcements, there will be no element of surprise to favor from them.
By defeating War Machina on the margins of the front, there is a chance to initiate critical engagements, which a special encounter limit to a small number of participants. Victory in critical engagements will increase your merit as well as earn you various spoils. Would you happen upon critical engagements in which to join, you can participate by selecting the mission via the Resistance recruitment window. Alright, I need to use the restroom real quickly. Even though I don't have much time. Alright, let's do this. God, I'm wasting time. There's a thing over there, so I'm going to... Ooh. Nope. I'm going into this thing. Hurry! I wonder if this counts as a fate, because if it does, then I'm just gonna do 4. This is also a great way to look at all your level 80 skills, because once you're 71, you can get into this thing. Oh, I didn't turn it off. It would have been awesome if I kind of used my shotgun here. They're literally called Nimrods. That's hilarious. I'm shooting the other way. Oh dear. Yeah, this is actually an amazing place to level. I'm gonna complete this thing. I'm kind of sneaking in my little quest thing I need to do here. I'm a terrible person. Burn, ya plants! Burn! Woo! I'm going to go, let's see, 12 people here. Yeah, I think we can do it.
Ah, you're returned, and none worse for the wear, I see. I expect that's more than we can say for any Imperial who dare cross your path. But enough about them. I wish to ask if you note any peculiar crystal objects in your time on the battlefield. Bozjan clusters, we call them. The Bozjan incident wrought a most unexpected change in the land, which we believe is is what caused these clusters to appear. Our quartermaster would have any sample we can from the further study onto this phenomenon.
I'm probably gonna miss my engagement.
We have much, but you can be certain she will see you rewarded. We haven't much, but rewarded for anything you can offer.
Upon defeating War Machina, there is a chance you will obtain Boshan clusters. These clusters can be exchanged with the Resistance Quartermasters to gain a priority when players are selecting for particular critical engagements. They might also be exchanged for various goods.
If you don't mind me asking, have you taken time to report to my commanding officer? Consider all you have done to help us thus far. I'll say you were more than prove your merit. He certainly wanted to hear all about you doing out there.
Alright, let's see if I missed my critical engagement. Please let me not miss it. Oh, okay. Let's do this! I don't remember how to do this. It's been so long. Alright, Queen, do your thing. Alright, that's pain. Don't let it touch you. Usually a lot more. Well, that was because it's before Endwalker. And again, this is a great place to level. Alright, I'm gonna stop after this. I'll probably do other things. Probably do more things in the... But over here... This is going poorly. I am going to die. Oh, thank God. Whoever gave me the lost cure. Thank you! I have not died this entire time. It's probably a lot easier because I'm a ranged person. I'm gonna die. Woo! Alright. Field note. First field note. Alright, back to the Bozja front. I'm gonna be kicked out soon, so I'm going to unlock stuff, talk to that man over there. Ooh.
Ah, Blatia. What news of the front lines? Or were there no other soldiers to account for it? I believe your report a work of fiction. The troops will not doubt the inspire that you'll hear of your accomplishments. I look forward to hearing more of your continued success in the field.
Woo, rank 2.
If you have nothing else to report, I will not keep you. I pray you return. Stay safe out there, Blatia.
That is a very heavy metal song. I guess everybody's here because it's gonna. I'm going to unlock this, then I'm gonna go be done.
You have come to the right. Good time, good jerk, Tia. Blatia. I have a recent interesting report to share with you. While out on reconnaissance, our scouts happened upon relics we confirmed once belonged to Gunhilder's blades. I was long believed the Queen's gods possessed crystals within. That's why they store the knowledge of their fighting techniques. And this discovery has removed all doubt that these forgotten fragments, as we call them, may very well turn the tides of war in our favor. You see, much of our surprise, Master Geralt claims to have experience working with similar crystals, and believe that the memories contained within can be extracted. He's set fast to work on a means to do so, and assure us that it won't be long before the secrets are revealed to us. With their weapons and techniques to our command, you could be a true successor to the legacy of Gunhilder's braids. This assumes you are able to procure most of more of these fragments, of course. Judging by the scout's report, it would not be an easy task. It will appear that wherever they could be found, formidable beasts would not fall behind. Still, it may prove beneficial to rid the battlefield of these creatures, not only for the sake of your fellow soldiers, but for the chance to acquire any fragments that may be Vicity. I wish you the best of luck.
Unidentified lost fragments can be obtained of the fallen monsters in the wild as well. Blah 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 blah. Alright. Forgotten fragment. Alright, let's see if I can supplier appraiser. Let's see. Locksmith. Other than neat. Alright. That's it for me for now. I'll probably be back in a little bit to play what's it called? God, my brain's not working correctly. You know, the Dark Tide. Right? So, maybe, depending on how I feel. So, thank you for watching. And if you're watching the VOD, I stream it almost every day. I start between 10 and 7. I started at 8 today. I'm gradually getting closer to 7. But thank you for watching. And if you can, like and subscribe, and have a good morning, evening, afternoon, and night.